And now, live in studio, cutting through your typical media nonsense and offering you a rational and unbiased perspective on current events and life in Tampa Bay. He's a successful entrepreneur, published author, top listing agent, a real estate and finance expert that goes to bat for you every day as a consumer advocate. Your host and the consumer quarterback, Brandon Rhymes.
Yes, here we are again another day, committed to picking a fight with the mainstream media and always providing you the timely truth centered around real estate, credit, finance, estate planning, lifestyle, nutrition, help, so much more. You're listening to the Consumer Quarterback Show. Our number one goals are to educate, entertain, enlighten, empower, but most importantly, we want to engage with you so we can help you win.
The only thing I'm addicted to right now is winning.
Save our hotline number in your phone because at some point you're going to need it. 813-670-7372.
You used to call me on my cell phone.
813-670-7372. That's our hotline number. Give us a call.
Baby.
And make sure you bookmark our website, consumerqb.com. A plethora of information available for you on our website at consumerqb.com. You can see links to all of our expert contributors there, the finest folks in all of Tampa Bay and the Gulf Coast region of Florida that we've assembled, we vetted, and we bring on the show to help you understand more about your buying decisions, help you avoid a lot of the commission-based advice that's so prevalent in our communities out there, and just make you just a bit more street smart here on the Consumer Quarterback Show. And we don't care if you're climbing a corporate ladder or if you throw a ladder in your truck on the way to work. This show's for you. We're going to help you win. We got William Crowley in the house, credit restoration. He's the credit magician here locally, longtime friend of the program. William Crowley, welcome in, sir.
Hey, I'm still trying to do my Facebook Live. I don't know how to do this.
You got the Facebook Live set up?
I'm trying to do yours. Link into yours, man. I'm an old part.
We got to get you. We got to get you like a young assistant or something. Somebody to help you out, man. Senior.
Young guy next
we'll get you the senior citizen discount on that. You know.
There you go.
But
hey,
William Crowley,
helping
people, restore their credit, improve their credit.
Yeah.
Avoid a lot of the identity theft that's out there.
Yeah, we helping all the deadbeats straighten out this stuff, man. Yeah, if you have bad credit out there, folks, I just recognize you as a deadbeat, but don't take it personal.
Don't take it the wrong way.
Come on, man.
That's it. Come on, man. We're going to help you to get over the hump legally. I'm not encouraging people to be fiscally irresponsible,
right?
But nevertheless, people run in the road, roadblocks. Mm-hmm. So we're here to try to help them turn those conditions around legally. Yep. And then everything is transparent too, so we're teaching people how to do their own credit. That's the good thing about it.
That's great. Yeah, that you're empowering them. You're teaching them to fish, right?
Exactly.
You teach a man to fish. You buy him fish. You're gonna feed him for the day. You teach him, right?
For a lifetime. That's right.
For the lifetime.
Yeah, but a lot of times people still come back to me over and over in the years. Keeps my pockets fat, keeps them in paid, so I don't mind it.
There you go.
Keep going bad out there, folks. Keep going bad.
Yeah. Hey, it's an epidemic. People love their credit card debt. Student loan debt. Mm-hmm. Those are a couple areas we could explore today on the show. But it's a way that you can improve your credit. Especially here's what we see happening in the real estate space. The real estate space happens where people say, oh, they start looking. They get the bug. They might want to move. Maybe they're renting. The people that are renting out there, by the way, you're paying 30% more in rent than you could own for. 30% more. But what happens is people, they say, oh, I don't, they'll call me up on one of my sign calls or one of my leads online and they'll say, yeah, we're good. Our credit's great. We don't have to worry about that. And then guess what happens? About 10-12% of the time, they finally decide, okay, let me go put this offer in on this house. Well, first of all, a good realtor is not going to work with you until they find out that you are pre-approved.
Excellent.
And then once you get into that position, they pull the credit. Man, what is that? I didn't know that was on my credit. What is this? This is because it's identity theft. There's a lot of things happening. And now you got what, 4, 5, 6 months, William, but you got to it takes that long to get it ready.
Right. And that's the problem. That's why in 2006, when they passed a new law, we had access to the free credit reports. It was good for people because everybody could go and have access to the credit report and monitor it for at least 12 months. Right. So I tell people, at least look at it, if you can, every day.
Yes.
Or at least weekly, so you can see if there's any changes on there. So you won't be blindsided when you go out to try to make a purchase.
Yes.
You can look at the credit report yourself. Now, mind you, the free sites, the scores aren't that accurate, but the content is accurate. The information that's on there is accurate enough for you to take any necessary actions you need to take in improving any type of derogatory information that's on there. So a lot
of them won't give you a score, though.
Right. Well, even if they did give you a score, it's not an accurate score.
Okay.
I tell them, go to the lender if you want an accurate score. It's going to waver between 50 to 100 points. But nevertheless, the content is pretty much accurate on those credit reports, on those free sites.
Yeah.
So that's what most people can utilize it for. And then they can take the necessary action to address any type of negative information that's on there legally. And so let me just say this too. A lot of times people are under the impression, or the industry is giving people the impression, that with negative information on your credit report, if it belongs to you, there's nothing you can do but wait for the statute of limitations to expire, which is usually 7 years. But even that 7 years is a misnomer, because they constantly re-age those accounts. So they can keep them on there for up to 20, 30 years.
Because they sell them?
Yeah, sell them and then update them as well.
Yeah.
So they can stay on the account for 20, 30 years.
Yeah.
So don't even pay attention to the statute of limitations. But the information is on the credit report. We want you to come to us if the information does in fact belong to you. Okay. So most people think that, well, if it belongs to me, I can't do anything about it. That's totally untrue. Legally address it through using the Fair Credit Reporting Act, and we'll show you how to do it.
Yeah.
And address those negative issues and have a lot of that stuff uprooted. Now, a lot of times the lenders are saying, well, this person was bad. You clean their credit up, they're still bad. Okay. And that could very well be so. But, we're here. I'm not here to judge. My job is, let's clean the credit up. Let's get them a fresh start.
Yes.
Okay. And I tell each person out there that we're doing the service for, just become more responsible. We know that you ran into some hiccups along the way, but become more proactive.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you're gonna have medical bills. You're gonna have a car accident. These things will happen. It will cause the hiccups. The bump in the road. But if you do want to be, in a position where you're a homeowner, you want to get the best rates on even your auto insurance, all these different health insurance, right?
Exactly.
I mean, they're pulling credit for a lot of things, right, William?
I just tell people everything. They're pulling credit for everything. Even the FBI looks at your report.
Yeah.
So you want to look good to the FBI for sure. But just be proactive and look at the report, and then familiarize yourself with the consumer laws. Most of us as consumers and the lenders don't know much about the consumer laws, the Fair Credit Reporting Act, Fair Debt Collection Practices Act, Uniform Commercial Code.
Right.
Look at it as being similar to the Constitution, which most of us aren't familiar with either.
Right.
But that protects our civil rights, where the other laws protect our consumer rights.
Right.
And we as consumers need to be familiar with it.
Yeah, today, it's a fast-paced life. We have you're signing up for a new cell phone service or whatever. You're clicking accept, agree. You agree to all the terms.
Exactly.
What's in those things? Have you ever really read those? A lot of people have not.
Don't.
And it's the speed of life, the pace of life. By the way, if you just joined us, I'm Brandon Rhymes. I'm your host of the Consumer Quarterback Show, owner of Platinum MVP Realty here in Tampa Bay. I'm a top listing agent. We're talking with William Crowley, a.k.a. the Credit Magician, here in studio. Longtime friend of the program, almost 5 years now. What is it? 5 years maybe.
Plus.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
One of our longest running. You and Jay Smith are real close.
Yep, that's
you and Jay Smith, the Snoop Dogg. Yeah.
Snoop Dogg.
Yeah. The Snoop Dogg getting up in the attic, snooping around the houses, the Snoop inspections, Snoop inspections. So William Crowley, the credit man here. Student loans. What do you see in student loan wise? I heard the numbers are in the trillions.
Well, it is, and there's no way of forgiving them, especially if they're federal student loans. They're not going to be forgiven, and there's some confusion around that as well. What I do is I'll update the student loans to pay as agreed, never late, even though you've been notoriously late. We can upgrade it to never late, paid as agreed. Now it's your responsibility to keep them on time.
Okay.
And now for student loans will not charge off. This is the biggest concern that most people have. Student loans will not charge off. And you hear me all the time ranting and raving over the past years. Never pay a collection, but never ignore the collector.
Okay.
Private student loans and anything other than federal student loans, they will charge off.
Okay.
So that means now, and I hate to say this on the radio because people may take it the wrong way.
Say it. Come on.
You're not as financially responsible to the debts that charge off. Okay.
Okay.
But you don't want to ignore them either. Issue a validation of debt to the collectors, and then they will cease and desist because you're asking for the original note.
Validation of debt.
Validation of debt for the third-party collectors, but the original student loans that come from the federal government do not charge off. We can update them, and then you have to take the necessary action. There's a lot of different forgiveness programs out there.
Okay.
I'm not a student loan expert, so consult with a student loan expert about the forgiveness programs.
Yep.
I think if you work in a nonprofit in your particular profession, 5 or 10 years, it could be forgiven.
I've got an attorney that specializes in that. Okay. Anybody out there listening, I got an attorney and specializes in that.
Say his name so we can we say it?
I'm trying to remember her name.
Okay, her name.
But I do have it. I'm trying to remember her name.
Well, then tell them for sure to check that out because I can just only update it to pay the agreed never late. if it's a federal student loan. Now, if they're private or anything other than that, then we can issue a validation of debt once they charge off.
Now, if they're calling, if you're getting calls from these debt collectors, you got debt collectors calling. Can you simply say this?
Bye, Felicia. Bye, Felicia.
You can't do that, right? What do you say?
No, no, bye, Felicia, for sure. But what I want you to do is answer the phone, and tell them to send you any correspondence they have to you in writing. Just send it to me in writing. I don't do any business over the phone. You don't know who these people are. They calling you unknown, blocked. Yes. So it could be your next door neighbor trying to collect on the debt and have you send it to their private P.O. box.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. So you don't want to do that. But what you want to do is address it by saying, be courteous to them. Say, send it to me in writing. I'll be more than happy to settle this matter. Do not say pay.
Yes, settle the matter.
Not to the collector. Say, I'll be more than happy to settle this matter. When you get the letter from the collector,
I like that.
It's going to say, here's verbiage. At the very beginning, it's going to say something to the effect that this debt has come to our attention. We're the collector. We're going to pursue the debt. Yep. In the second paragraph, which most people won't read, but it says if you wish to dispute the validity of this debt within 30 days, you may do so. If not, then we're going to assume that's your debt. We're going to take the necessary action.
Right.
We want you to take that step and issue a validation of debt. And then when you issue the validation of debt, 9 times out of 10, the collector will go away because the debt is not a legitimate debt in the first place, not through a collector. Through the original creditor, it is. So don't do that. But we want you to pay. We are advocating on this show, pay your debts.
And they got to prove it. They got to validate the debt.
And they can't. The collector can't validate.
All right, I like the bye Felicia thing, but that's no. You don't. You said
we
no.
don't want to do that.
Okay,
all right, it's humorous, but we don't want to do that.
All right, there we go. All right, stay with us right here, Consumer Quarterback Show. William Crowley, when we come back, more from our expert contributor, and we're going to give away his free credit package. What do you want to do? 3? You want to do 5 today?
Do the first 5 calls.
All right, let's do. We're going to do 5 credit packages when we come back. William Crowley here on the Consumer Quarterback Show. Also, we have a feel-good story of the day. Grandma picks up crossing guard gig for extra cash, and she becomes a local celebrity. All right, stay with us. Consumer Quarterback Show, consumerqb.com.
Hey, this is Jarek Robbins. You are listening to the Consumer Quarterback Show with Brandon Rhymes. Please do what it takes to learn all that you have to live the life you want to live it fully, and find a way to give it by paying it forward to others.
Get in touch with Brandon online at consumerqb.com.
Hi, I'm Jerry from Hot Locks Hair Salon. We are conveniently located at 13414 US Highway 19 in Hudson. I've been a local hairstylist in our community for the last 34 years, 7 of which I was an educator. Our passion is the artistry of hair, and Hot Locks is here to help you achieve your perfect image. You can call us at 727-514-9978.
You're listening to the consumer quarterback, Brandon Rhymes, cutting through your typical media nonsense and offering you a rational and unbiased perspective on current events and life in Tampa Bay. Online at consumerqb.com.
All right, welcome back. Thanks for sticking with us. Brandon Rhymes here. I'm your host of the Consumer Quarterback Show. I'm also the owner of Platinum MVP Realty and a top listing agent here in Tampa Bay. Featured on another television show. We just launched another television show called the American Dream television show, which is a really cool business model where we're actually in multiple 28 different cities, 40 million households, broadcast locally here on CBS television, Sunday mornings, 7 a.m. We're also on Apple TV, Amazon TV, and Roku. So really cool. We're having a lot of fun with the different segments that we're doing every month. We're doing a different segment. We're hosting different parties as well. We got 11 events scheduled before March 31st in the first quarter. So if you'd like to engage with us, we'd love to invite you out to some of our events. Most of our events are free. We have a lot of fun at these events, and we're growing more and more popularity. More and more people are showing up. Got a lot of great people coming to our networking events. We got buyer-seller seminars planned for the first quarter of 19. A lot of cool things happening, and got a couple of hot listings I want to let you know about here. 9303 Alice Lane in Riverview. This property is waterfront. You got a pool home, almost an acre of land right on the water in Riverview, and you're only 15 minutes from downtown Tampa. Beautiful property listed at $599,000. Check it out at PlatinumMVPRealty.com. PlatinumMVPRealty.com. Also, we got a local celebrities house listed here. We've got Ian Beckles' house listed. Former Tampa Bay Buccaneer and a longtime radio DJ here, or radio show host. 4613 South Matanzas Avenue in Tampa. 4 bedrooms, 3 bath. You got a half bath as well. $700,000, just over $700,000. 4 bedrooms, just a beautiful property here. Bayshore Boulevard. You're just a quick walk or bike ride over to Bayshore, and you're enjoying those beautiful bikeways, walkways, looking at the overlooking the bay, and it's just a beautiful property, fenced in backyard here in South Tampa. Hot property listing here. Platinum MVP Realty. .com.
Sun is shining.
Not the last couple of days, huh?
I know it's dreary.
This segment is brought to you by Bilmar Beach Resort over on Treasure Island. The official hotel partner of the Consumer Quarterback Show is the Bilmar Beach Resort over on Gulf Boulevard in Treasure Island. Filled with fantastic and generous amenities to make your vacation that much more special. The Bilmar Beach Resort has 2 pools on site. You've got the restaurant on site as well, the world famous Sloppy Joe's. Clyde Smith, now when he comes on the show, he says you got a 2-beer beach. The beach is so long it takes 2 beers before you're walking out there, depending on your pace. You know, you might get 3 down, William.
Yeah,
I don't know. So Bilmar Beach Resort over on the beaches, lots of fun. Take the family. If you're planning a wedding, they've got great weddings over there as well. Corporate outings, the official hotel partner of the Consumer Quarterback Show, the Bilmar Beach Resort on Gulf Boulevard in Treasure Island, the official hotel partner of the Consumer Quarterback Show. Now, make sure you let them know the Real Estate Quarterback sent you. They're going to take you up. You take them up on special offers and incentives just by mentioning that you're a fan of the Consumer Quarterback Show. All right, we got William Crowley in studio here. The William Crowley is the credit magician. We're talking about end-of-year strategy. What do we have? Here we are. We're looking at 2019 already, William. What's some of your end-of-year strategy when it comes to dealing with credit improvement, identity theft prevention?
Good. Now, most people, a lot of times people think that if you wait to file your disputes on your credit report at the end of the year, that it works a lot faster. The end of the year being October to December, that the credit reporting agency will move a lot quicker and things like that. And that's not totally true. If you know what you're doing, a legal dispute using the Fair Credit Reporting Act can be implemented at any time and be just as effective. Okay. So I tell people, don't wait to the end of the year. That's a total misnomer. Don't even deal with that. That's some garbage that somebody's put out there that probably they do most of their sales at that time of the year or something.
Exactly. Commission-based advice.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
So we've been doing this for almost 20 years, and we deal with it from January to December, and it works just as effective no matter what. If you know what you're doing,
right? When
you enter these disputes, just use the Fair Credit Reporting Act, use the verbiage of the Fair Credit Reporting Act, and it will be effective.
Nice.
So let's get rid of that misconception altogether.
Yep.
Okay. And then you wanted to go ahead.
Yeah, we're coming up. We're going to give away his credit package. He's got a credit package. We're giving away 5 credit packages here coming up. But let's talk a little bit about bankruptcy. This is a good time of year to consider. Hey, what am I doing in 2019? I'm overwhelmed with debt. We've got bankruptcy attorneys that we can refer you to. But let's talk about the after effects of that. Once you go through let's say it's discharged at this point. You've gone through. If you did a 13, you entered into a repayment program. If you did a 7, you wiped a lot of it clean. But now let's pick up the pieces on the other end. That's what you're an expert at doing.
Right. And I do want to mention before as well, if possible. Can I?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah.
I try to avoid bankruptcy altogether. Okay.
Right.
If you can, use it as a last resort, because there are remedies according to the Uniform Commercial Code and the Fair Debt Collection Practice Act, Fair Credit Reporting Act that you can implement prior to filing a bankruptcy. And I encourage people utilize those strategies first.
Right.
And then if you exhaust that remedy and it's not effective, then you can go and use the use the strategies of bankruptcy. Now, once a bankruptcy appears on the credit report, whether it's 11, a 7, a 13, etc., okay, you've legally discharged your debt. So bankruptcy, that's why I advocate the bankruptcy, that it is a legal procedure and you legally discharge your debt. Now, the bankruptcy is going to stay on there for the duration of anywhere from 7 to 10 years, okay, depending on which one you file. But we can get it off prior to that, but the laws have changed to a certain degree. Now, it's not a law, but it's in discussion where bankruptcy is going to stay on the credit report that can't be disputed and removed off the credit report. So what I encourage people to do on a bankruptcy is make sure you put a statement in there that you get I think it's 100 words or less. Put a statement in there and let the lenders know, here's why I filed a bankruptcy. People just don't, go and acquire debt to file bankruptcy. There's a reason why you did it.
Yeah.
And let the lenders know what the reason is. If you just have a bankruptcy on your credit report with no statement, then they're going to look at you like the true deadbeat. Okay.
So that's interesting. I didn't realize you could do that. You can actually write, craft 100 words that says, hey, it was an unfortunate event. We lost a loved one.
Exactly.
We had this.
Yeah. So explain that in those terms and let the lender know, because the lender, when they're looking at your credit report, they're actually talking to you. But you're not there. You're not present most of the time. So at least the verbiage can precede you and say, okay, here's why I did the bankruptcy. And not just for bankruptcies. I'm just saying it for bankruptcies because bankruptcies are harder to remove nowadays.
Yes.
So you've legally discharged the debt. Now you can put the 100-word statement in there. But on evictions, repossessions, collection accounts, foreclosures, tax liens, judgments, whatever, if you can't get it removed off the credit report using the strategies of the Fair Credit Reporting Act, then you can put a statement in there as well. So put a statement in there. And I'm not telling you, you put it in there however you want it. Okay. Don't fabricate it. You probably don't have to because usually people have a legitimate reason for having those type of negative marks on their credit. Explain it. But if the lender sees it, they have taken it into consideration. But most people don't know, they don't have it on there. So the lender can only say, hey, you had a bankruptcy? That's it? Okay, then so I'm going to have to score you accordingly.
Right. Okay. Well, we've got attorneys, again, that can help you with that. That's why we set this show up. We're a consumer advocate. It's all about being that super connector here in the Tampa Bay area. We're going to connect you with the best professionals. So if you have that consideration, again, we talked about student loans as well. We've got an attorney that we worked with in the past that is specifically in the student loan space. So there's a lot of ways we can help you here. It's up to you to reach out. You see our consumerqb.com, a lot of information there. And we also have our hotline, of course. But let's do this. Let's give away. We talked about this credit package. So we've got a credit package that we're going to give away for the first 5 listeners who text the word credit to our consumer advocate hotline, 813-670-7372. All you have to do is give us a text message that says credit. We're going to follow it up with, what's your email type stuff. So reach out if you want a free credit package. Now, in this credit package, we're going to teach you how to cut off the junk mail coming to your mailbox. We're going to teach you how to reduce your chances of identity theft. We're going to teach you how to actually get and obtain a free credit report. And it's not these guys jumping around the commercials, strumming the guitars. They're going to ask you for your credit card. We're going to teach you a way not to, get into that situation where you're getting solicited or even signing up for those types of ongoing credit. Basically it's a gimmick. So we're going to give you the free credit package. Just text the word credit to 813-670-7372. Text the word credit to our hotline. First 5 listeners, we're going to hook you up with William Crowley, the credit magician. He's going to give you his free credit package. Text credit now, 813-670-7372. Now, do you want to take it further, a little bit further about what that credit package is?
What that credit package is going to consist of is you're going to get a free consult with me as well. So you can talk to me live in person or over the phone, nevertheless, whatever the case. But I can give you, the inside information, and I can analyze your personal credit report for you and tell you what strategies you need to use. Now, one strategy, well, I'll go into that a little bit later. Then we're going to do the ID theft. You want to make sure you put the promotional block on your credit report. Everybody should have a promotional block on their credit report, whether you have good credit or bad credit. It's an 800 number, is free. The credit reporting agencies don't promote it because you're going to cut into their pocket if you promote it. What it does, it takes you off their promotional list, and they can't sell your name to all these people out there that are soliciting you for their services. So the credit reporting agency sells your name pretty much without your knowledge. So get off of that list, okay? They're the biggest perpetrators of identity theft, the credit reporting agencies. I want to let people know that right now. The biggest perpetrator of identity theft is the credit reporting agencies themselves. So get off of that list with the promotional block. I'll be giving you that information as well, okay? And then there's going to be brochures about the Fair Credit Reporting Act, Fair Debt Collection Practices Act, Uniform Commercial Code, and a lot of different strategies on what you can use and keeping your credit straight.
So they can do a phone consult. You can do a video conference. You can go meet with them at a Starbucks somewhere. They can meet your office. So William Crowley, the best in the business, credit improvement, identity theft prevention. So good stuff today, William. We appreciate you coming in. And when we come back, we've got a great lineup coming up for you. We got Ron Sacino, Kelby Reed, your girl Paulina coming in. And we want you to stay tuned for us. We got a feel-good story. Grandma picks up crossing guard gig for extra cash and becomes a local celebrity.
I want to stay for that.
Consumer Quarterback Show, ConsumerQB.com.
Hey everybody, I'm Forbes Riley, celebrity TV fitness host and creator of The Spin Gym. I'm here today with Brandon Rhymes, and you're listening to the Consumer Quarterback Show. Great ways to get happy, healthy, and wealthy.
To get in touch with Brandon, call 813-670-7372. Online at ConsumerQB.com.
Hi, I'm Jerry from Hot Locks Hair Salon. We are conveniently located at 13414 US Highway 19 in Hudson. I've been a local hairstylist in our community for the last 34 years, 7 of which I was an educator. Our passion is the artistry of hair, and Hot Locks is here to help you achieve your perfect image. You can call us at 727-514-9978.
Hi, my name is Joe Stalteri. I'm one of the owners of Complete Care Systems. At Complete Care Systems, we do carpet cleaning, upholstery cleaning, tile and grout cleaning, tile and grout sealing, wood floor and laminate floor deep cleaning, as well as stripping and waxing of linoleum and vinyl floors, and a whole lot more. We also run daily deals and special, which you can find at CompleteCareSystems.com, or simply call Trisha up at 727-364-5158, and she'll answer all your questions and give you over the phone free estimates. Or she'll send me out to your home or office to give you an on-site free estimate. At Complete Care Systems, we don't cut corners, we clean them.
You're listening to the Consumer Quarterback, Brandon Rhymes, cutting through your typical media nonsense and offering you a rational and unbiased perspective on current events and life in Tampa Bay. Online at ConsumerQB.com.
All right, welcome back. Thanks for sticking with us. Brandon Rhymes here. I'm your host of the Consumer Quarterback Show. We're back here in studio. Got a new lineup here. This segment's brought to you by Brothers Easy Moving. They strive to be one of the very best Tampa Bay moving companies by exceeding your expectations from the first phone call to the final customer courtesy call. And they are among the highest reviewed movers in Tampa Bay, including on Google, where they hold a 4.6 rating, the highest in Tampa Bay area. They also have an A rating with the BBB. They're A rating on Angie's List and a 4.5 rating on Yelp. Reach out to Brothers Easy Moving. Say hello to Gary and his team. Let them know that the Real Estate Quarterback sent you. Take them up on special offers and incentives just by mentioning that you're a fan of the Consumer Quarterback Show. All right, so we got a new lineup. It's Intelligent Talk Radio. We got Kelby Reed making his debut, representing Earthscape Garden Room. Welcome in, sir.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Hey, my pleasure. All right, and you're a designer project manager over there?
Yep, that's right.
Awesome, good stuff. And we have from catering to cocktails to new hotspots and networking, it's your girl, Paulina.
All
right.
Hey.
Yeah.
The party guru is back.
Party guru.
I got some good stuff for you today.
Awesome. Good stuff. We're going to do a little recap, too, of that Earthscape Garden Room party. That was awesome. I know we did just an awesome time. All right. Ron Sacino also back in studio, my man.
Good to be back.
Owner.
Good to be back.
Sacino's Formalwear.
Right.
103 years in business or something like that.
Don't push it.
Okay, 102. I knew it was over 100. I was
old enough.
It was close. So we got a wealth of knowledge here in the room. So we wanted to kind of bring in and talk a little bit about what's happening in the community. Paulina's helping us out, put together these awesome parties and events and buyer seller seminars, branding seminars. We got a lot of cool stuff coming up. So let's bring it over to kick it over to the party guru here.
Well, first of all, we have to recap that amazing event we just had, Tampa Bay's largest speed networking event, and you guys literally made it the largest. We had a little bit over 130 people. Amazing. Amici stepped in, catered some delicious food. We had a nice variety buffet. Very proud of them. But what I really loved the most is that right after we were done, I said to everybody on the stage, I just got up there like, now listen up. We are all networkers with integrity, and we're all going to follow up. Am I right? And they're all like, yeah, right.
Yeah.
I literally have gotten 8 emails and different contacts. I've gotten some referrals. I was able to connect some people with other people. Like, my dreams are coming true. Like, this is exactly what I wanted. And then, of course, it was Brandon's birthday. Did you love that big cake?
It was very nice.
It was very nice. Yes, it was fun. It was a great party. DJ Ian Doubt had a great setup.
Amazing.
Bartender Steve.
Good vibes bartending.
Yes.
Surely made the vibes perfect. Nobody was over drinking or anything like that. Like, it was just right.
Yeah, it was perfect.
Everything was just right.
The weather was great too. I got to wear my new suits, and it was just felt nice.
It was amazing. And then the fire pits in the garden venue are just amazing.
Yeah.
And something really cool that you guys need to know about the garden venue is that they will be rebranding. So Earthscapes Gardening Room is still their landscape and retail business. So when you go in there, you can shop all day long. And then the garden venue is going to be coming on soon, right for the new year, and it'll be just called the Garden Venue, and where you can host all of your amazing events. And I am so excited to be a part of that. You're going to see some amazing videos coming soon. We just did a photo shoot there. It's incredible for any event.
I like it.
But coming up next, we will be having an event called BYOB. Now, knowing that I'm in the party industry, you might think, obviously, Paulina, you would say that. But what I'm talking about is be your own brand. What that means is nowadays, as a business person, you kind of have to bring your own marketing on deck, right?
Yes.
If you don't know how to social media, you're kind of screwed.
That's right.
So we're going to teach you some really great ways that you can brand yourself, some things you can start doing immediately so that 2019 can be really successful for you. And they say that you need 13 sources to market yourself and be really successful at once. So I have put together some of our show partner experts, some great concepts that I'll be putting on myself as well, that we're going to really help you have such a successful year and really get with the times of where the internet's going as far as promoting yourself. And it's a lot more than just having a cool hat with a hashtag.
Yeah, you got to figure out where the attention's going. Where's the attention? There's a lot of money invested from different companies, organizations. They're looking at, how do I get my brand, my message in front of the most amount of people for the least amount of cost, right? So for years and years, it was CBS, NBC, ABC, especially the 80s, when you had the sitcoms. Now it's Instagram, it's Facebook, it's, even LinkedIn for B2B. It's, it's a combination of these different internet opportunities to get your message out there, and your cost per click, cost per message engagement is going to be much less. But the challenge is a lot of the big the huge brands, the Coca-Colas, all these big brands, they're starting to get hip to it now. And they're going to start flooding these areas that we're creating video content here with the show. We're teaching our partners how to utilize the content online, but the cost is going to go up drastically over the next 12, 18 months.
Yeah, for sure. But at least it really gives you the opportunity to show your true, authentic self. And let's face it, people do business with people they like.
Yep.
Right? It's just how it is. So keep making videos. If you have the opportunity to be on a radio show that has a TV show, you're really in luck.
Yes.
But we're going to teach you some really awesome different ways that you can market out there. With that being said, with the event that we had, the speed networking event, we gave out some really amazing raffle prizes. A lot of local vendors came together and donated. We raised $500 for the Children's Cancer Center, which was so sweet and humbling, because we heard that Jaden is not doing very well, the spokesperson kid.
Yeah, one of the ambassadors.
Yeah, the one that was on the American Dream Show with you. And so it was really, really, really wonderful to be able to do something knowing that it's helping him directly. Kind of my heart's broken.
It was great.
But one of the amazing prizes, just to lift the mood right back up, was from Ron Sacino. He gave away a suit.
Yeah.
And then the lady that won, what was her name?
Yeah, we got a screenshot of it. I think Rob's got a screenshot. They sent an email just thanking Ron, saying thanks a lot for the suit. How
the service was
how
amazing.
exciting they were.
It is.
Yeah. My husband Alex and I were on your 4th Street store last night, and I wanted you to know that your staff was wonderful. They were very professional and attentive. We chose a black suit that we'll be picking up in about 2 weeks. Thank you again. I think my guy looks very handsome in it. So when he gets compliments, we'll be sure to say where we got it. Merry Christmas. So that was from the winner, the recipient of that beautiful suit.
That's awesome.
Yeah. And it was really wonderful to hear that, because unsolicited, it was talking about also how good the staff was.
Yeah.
And here's the staff. And you think in most stores, well, they're not getting a commission, they're giving something away.
Yep.
They love taking care of people. And it obviously was represented wonderfully the way she said it.
In a black suit, you can't go wrong with that. That's for all occasions.
You know what? There's weddings, funerals, job interviews, court appearances, anything.
Yeah.
And it's sort of like a great suit to start with.
Yeah,
it really is, because again, it goes everywhere.
Yes, that's it.
And you can accessorize it in so many different ways. You can make it sportier, or you can have it be the most dress, almost formal.
And a lot of times people are wearing jeans with the jacket. I mean, you can mix it up.
Yeah, I think Ron actually brought a whole bunch of pictures to show you some different accessories, and that's why a basic black suit is so easy to start with.
Yeah.
But accessories I think are so great. For me, I love a man in a suit. It's like a woman in a lingerie. A man in a suit is the hottest.
There you go.
I think Ron probably even enhanced their relationship. He said, my guy's looking hot.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
There was some fireworks going on.
They're going on their second honeymoon.
There's some subliminal fireworks. Yeah, absolutely.
Ron Sacino, saving relationships everywhere.
Yeah, that's right.
But I mean, you could dress up any tie, any suit. And for business, for fancier parties, do we have some pictures to show?
Yeah, I think we do. So if you're watching our TV show on WeBeam TV, if you're listening, you'll have to just visually or mentally try to picture this. But yeah, go ahead, Ron.
Yeah, no, it's just that we have, a full array. In addition to black suits or a navy suit like this, we have dinner jackets and patterns and contrasting accessories. And anytime you take, these are mostly dinner jackets we're showing right now.
Yeah, that's cool.
But you can dress them up, you can dress them down. You can add pocket squares to add a little color to coordinate with your date. Bow ties that are fun to wear, or bow ties that are very, very straight. It's just a plethora. I love the word.
Now, what's the difference between a dinner jacket versus just a regular suit jacket?
Well, a dinner jacket, usually either it has a little bit of trim on it, maybe in a satin, or a little bit of self-edging trim, and it might have a shawl lapel, as opposed to a sport coat that all the material on the sport coat is the same material, self-faced as we call it in the clothing business. So a dinner jacket is maybe a notch dressier. But the truth is, the fun dinner jackets, some of the ones you were seeing, the brocades, you can wear with jeans, you can wear with black jeans, navy jeans. So you can wear it with tuxedo pants, or you can dress it down and you can go, hitting downtown St. Petersburg and going from bar to bar to bar and just feeling special.
Can you wear your board shorts with it?
Absolutely, your board shorts you can wear with it.
That's what I put on the cover of my book. I had, the suit top.
And the board shorts.
Surfing the can you put that one up there, Rob? The surfing the radio.
There you go.
Yeah, so that that's something right there. You get creative with it, right?
It actually looks like a 2019 suit that you cut off the bottoms. Is that what you did?
Those are actually board shorts.
Really?
Yeah, surfing the radio.
Nice coordination, anyway. Good.
Yeah,
pocket square, everything.
Yeah, there we go. So so that's another example of being creative, right? You want to be creative. You want to stand out. Your message has got to stand out. You want to look good. You want to look your best. When you're going to these networking events, you want to dress to the nines. I've heard it even said, especially if you're traveling, if you go up to the front and you got a suit on, you say, hey, is there any way I can get bumped to first class? You're more likely to get bumped to first class if you've got a suit on.
Yeah, it's amazing. Wow. Presentation of self walks you through many doors that you don't realize. A lot of times, and what you were mentioning, like the picture of you in the board shorts, you don't have, I don't think you're wearing a tie in that picture. No. But I want you to know, with so many people not wearing ties today, the pocket square, the silk, and the breast pocket has become the new tie.
Pops.
So people are coming in and they're going, I want something different. I just don't want a solid red. Yes. I want something that's got pattern to it, something that's, it's colorful.
Some flavor.
So all of a sudden, they've open collar, they're comfortable that way, but all of a sudden they've dressed their suit up or their sport coat with an accessory.
And then you get the socks to match and boom.
There you go. And like I'm wearing a lapel pin today that's a flower.
I like it.
And it's got a little bit of a stone in it because, we're here at the holidays, it's New Year's Eve, so why not just jazz it up a little?
And you can shoot people with water with it, right?
That's right. Yeah, I've got a bulb inside my pocket here.
All right, stay with us right here. Consumer Quarterback Show. We're coming into a short break, but when we come back, more from our expert contributors. We got Ron Sacino, Kelby Reed, and Paulina in the house. Stay with us. Consumer Quarterback Show, consumerqb.com.
Hey, this is Grant Cardone, and you're listening to Consumer Quarterback Show, hosted by my friend Brandon Rhymes. Do not touch that dial. I'll come right through the radio and grab your throat.
To get in touch with Brandon, call 813-670-7372. Online at consumerqb.com.
Once.
Hi, I'm Jerry from Hot Locks Hair Salon. We are conveniently located at 13414 US Highway 19 in Hudson. I've been a local hairstylist in our community for the last 34 years, 7 of which I was an educator. Our passion is the artistry of hair, and Hot Locks is here to help you achieve your perfect image. You can call us at 727-514-9978.
You're listening to the Consumer Quarterback, Brandon Rhymes, online at consumerqb.com. Brandon is Tampa Bay's #1 consumer advocate for real estate and financial advice. Call Brandon today at 813-670-7372.
And we're back. Brandon Rhymes here. I'm your host of the Consumer Quarterback Show, owner of Platinum MVP Realty and a top listing agent here in Tampa Bay, helping our sellers profit more on the sale of their real estate properties. Check out PlatinumMVPRealty.com for all your buying, selling, investing needs in the real estate space. PlatinumMVPRealty.com. And coming up, we have our feel-good story as well. Grandma picks up crossing guard gig for extra cash, actually out of Polk County. So right over in Polk County area. But in studio today, we got Kelby Reed, Earthscapes Garden Room, Ron Sacinos Formalwear, as well as your girl Paulina, aka the party guru, in the house here. So so we left off. We were talking with Ron. Paulina, you wanted to show a little video of some,
So recently I was hanging out with Ron and he was like, I really want to do something nice for everybody this New Year's Eve, and there it is. We're going to show a little video they created.
Get your bow tie on at Sacinos. This New Year's Eve, if you're going out to a party and you're worried about your bow tie, well, worry no more. Come into any of our 3 convenient locations in Tampa and St. Pete, and the lovely employees at Sacinos will make sure that your bow tie is tied just right. Making men look good for life. That's what we do since 1916 at Sacinos. Step into the new year in style.
One of the things we love to do with the Consumer Quarterback Show is to support local businesses who support our local economy and support our local charities. And today, what do you think about the new suit? Shout out to Sacinos. Ron Sacino himself dressed me for this occasion. So a new suit for the American Dream television show. I really love it. I'm digging it. We would urge you to support your local businesses by visiting consumerqb.com. You can see links there to all of our expert contributors at consumerqb.com.
So let's bring Kelby Reed in the conversation. So Kelby, you are a designer and project manager over at Earthscapes Garden Room. What are you seeing out there?
Well, we specialize in outdoor living, and that's pretty much what we do.
So outdoor living. So we're talking about, waterfalls in the backyard, fire pits, all kinds of cool stuff, right?
Anything from pool decks, pool remodels, pretty much anything on the outside of your house, we can take care of for you.
Nice. Cool, man. So you got, and there's certain types of plants. Like one thing we're looking at for our, we got a waterfront home we're building, hopefully 8 to 10 days for moving in. Mosquitoes, so there's certain breeds of plants and bushes that will repel them, will keep them away, right? They just can't stand it.
Yep. There's quite a handful. The most successful plant is catnip, believe it or not.
Catnip.
Yep.
Cool. Catnip.
Yeah,
very
catnip,
cool.
rosemary. They keep mosquitoes out. Biggest thing is making sure you don't have any standing water, like bromeliads, stuff like that. They're really encouraged.
No standing
water.
Yep.
Yeah.
Cool, man. So you're designing, you're going out and you're saying, okay, this is where you want to put your palm, then you put like some light green style, then you might want to put a little touch of color in the front, mulching it up.
Yeah.
Awesome. I like that. So with Earthscape Garden Room, you're right there in Palm Harbor. You got the venue as well. You're going to be rebranding that as the Garden Venue. So business owners can go and throw a cool party like we did. I mean, it was just a super cool party. You've got just like walkways throughout with the shell rock.
Yeah, there it is. If you look at the pictures, what's really cool about this venue space is you can rent it out for an event, but you can also buy everything in there. So you literally can buy that fire table.
Boom, take it. I'll take that. I like that.
I'll take that.
And it gives you a good idea. Like some people come in and they don't know exactly what they want to get into, but we try to kind of set it up to where you can walk through, and by the time you leave our doors, you've got all these new ideas and a good grasp as far as what we do.
Yeah. Yeah, so people come and check it out, get some ideas. The waterfalls, I mean, pretty simple. You have just a little pump that's going to recirculate the water.
Yeah, that's it. Right. And, we put those in all the time to kind of diffuse white noise. There's all kinds of reasons.
Yeah, I remember one of our houses, we had, different houses we lived in as I was growing up, but one of them had a big pool, and the whole back of the pool had just the river rock look with the water going in. Yeah. That was so nice at night just to turn that on. It sounded real relaxing.
Puts a lot of people to sleep. Yeah, you bet.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
And you guys also do the lighting part too, right?
We do the lighting. We do everything from the planning stage all the way down to the very installation. Yep.
When I first went there, they actually showed me their 3D planning, how they'll come to your house and do, you know, I don't know how you do it. Do you do a video or?
Yeah, it's a 3D walkthrough video. So we basically put your house onto we create your house, and then we build your entire landscape for you. So you get to see what you're getting into before before we even have to dig a hole.
I like that. So you can get you take the plans too from the house and implement that into the CAD.
Yep, like we'll pop it into a 3D program and show you, you know, everything from the trim on your house to the bushes in front. I mean,
that's very cool, man. So yeah, right there in Palm Harbor, just a great venue right off of Alt 19. Come check it out.
Yeah,
you know, Earthscape Garden Room. You know, and I think it's exciting too, because you know, when you're designing, you know, the inside of the house, that's one thing, but then you know, the outside of the thing, that's where you get that pop, that curb appeal. You know, so you know, as a real estate agent, you know, I love that. You know, when you pull up.
Yeah.
It almost becomes like an extra space in your house, doesn't it? Like if it's like just like the garden room, I could sit there for hours, and when you go there, it gives you such inspiration to know exactly what you want to do in your backyard.
Yeah.
I can't
especially
see
if the weather's right, like
like
that night we had. I mean, just the weather's right like that. You know, if it's and that's what's, you know, interesting about Florida. You know, we have Fred Muth, aka the Tin Man, that comes on the show. He's Tampa Screens and Aluminum, does the screen rooms. So you got that in between space. It's not under air. It's not right outside in the mosquitoes, but you got the screen room. So it's like that in between space, and then you take it to the next level out, and now you've got another space outside.
Pulls you out there, yeah.
Yeah.
That's right.
Oh, and speaking of mosquitoes, they also have these amazing candles. They're called trap candles.
Trap candles.
They
Really?
smell amazing, and you only have to like light them for a couple of hours, and it'll be effective all night.
Wow.
It's amazing.
Yeah. Well, I like that idea.
I know what's a good housewarming present for you.
Yeah, I love those ideas. You know, we met Jay Smith introduced us to Jeremiah, who does the floating docks too. Those things are so cool, man. It's like a Lego. It's like a Lego thing. You put, here you go. You got 2 or 4, however many you want to do. You can do the ones that drop down closer to the water, so you kind of hanging out by the water. But yeah, so it was a really cool introduction. Let's get our feel good story in. Every day we're telling you something positive here.
Tell me something good.
So Grandma picks up her crossing guard gig for extra cash, becomes a local celebrity right here out of Polk County. So an act of kindness is turning into an elementary school crossing guard into a local celebrity. Patty Poley took the Babson Park Elementary School crossing gig a few years ago and made some extra money, but she soon realized that it was just more than a part-time job. I fell in love with all my little human beings, said the 68-year-old grandma. It's not even a job. It's somewhere I go. I love to go. I actually missed them during the summer, she says. When the temperatures dropped, she noticed that some of the kids were not dressed for the chill, so she went home and knitted many of them mittens. Thanks to all of you at Babson Park Elementary who sent us private message and shared the post on Facebook. A wonderful school crossing guard, Patty Poley, the Polk County Sheriff's Office wrote on Facebook. The kids actually and faculty know her as Miss Patty, and attached post speaks for itself. Patty says she's enjoying her sudden local fame. It's been amazing. It really has, she told ABC News. Believe me, those kids give me way more than I could ever give them.
Oh, that's adorable.
That's awesome.
Was that the sheriff next to her in the picture?
Yeah. I'm not sure.
Yeah,
it
was a sheriff.
That's pretty cool.
Polk County.
Yeah, it's
that was like a hot new thing. Maybe they need a tuxedo too.
It's good. A good job for her. You know, keeps her busy and keeps her active and extending her life and bringing pleasure to the kids too. That's really neat.
I could so see myself being an old lady doing that.
Yeah,
totally.
Yeah, there you go.
Like, let's go, kiddies! Woo!
Nice.
I just can't see you being an old lady.
Yeah, right.
I'm already training for my golden years. I got my visor that says I heart bingo. I'm sad.
Yeah, you love bingo. That'd be fun. But Braylon and I went to go do bingo one night, and I think we couldn't do it. She was upset because I think they had smoke. They were smoking in there or something. Or I don't think it was kids couldn't do it, but I can't remember what the reason was. But she's like, I want to play bingo. I was like, all right, let's go.
See, maybe that's another business idea right there. Bingo for kids.
Yeah. Smokeless bingo.
Smokeless bingo. Yeah.
Yeah.
Too many places the smoking. You know, you walk right outside, it's like cloud of smoke. It's like, oh, gross.
It's like you rarely ever see that anymore.
Yeah.
Gross.
Good stuff. All right, so let's do some parting words of wisdom, lightning round stuff. You ready for the lightning round? Let's do it.
The lightning round.
All right.
I am so
We got a quick minute here, though.
I majored
quick
in
minute.
lightning round.
All right, so let's start. Ladies first. Top tips, nuggets of advice.
You guys look out for the BYOB event. Be your own brand. I definitely want to help you out this year. There's so many exciting ways to do it, and you'll see a lot of our partners there. So look out for it. Dates and times coming soon.
All right, Ron Sacino, parting words.
Real quick, thinking about it, we do a thing called $1 Million Caller. those people that aren't wearing ties on their shirts, the collars many times kind of flop over the front of the shirt.
Yeah.
We put a stay in there. We have a special process that we actually insert.
Yes.
And it makes that collar always stand up good and make people look good.
I love it. Kelby, you got something for us?
Let's see. Coming into this time of year, if we're expecting a freeze coming in, biggest piece of advice is shutting off your irrigation the day ahead of time. Make sure that you're not going to freeze your entire landscape that we just put in.
Oh, wow. Okay, that's interesting. Because I heard when you run the water, it keeps the temperatures. So you're saying do not put water on.
It works great in strawberry fields, but not on your landscape.
For not on landscape. Okay, interesting. Okay, good stuff. You just take some old blankets and cover them up.
You can cover up your plants.
That
Or plant strawberry.
Or good stuff.
Or plant strawberries.
There you go. Bring me some strawberries. I like strawberries. Hey, great show today. Thanks to all of our listeners, our viewers out there, our executive production team. We really appreciate everybody involved. Go out there, consider committing a random act of kindness. Pack up some food or clothing. Hand it to that person that you see in need. It's real simple. You got your leftovers. Bring it with you in the car. Hand it to that person that you see in need. Be a force for good in the community. And we'll see you next time right here on the Consumer Quarterback Show, consumerqb.com.
You've been listening to The Consumer Quarterback, Brandon Rhymes. Whether it's real estate, consumer, or financial advice, let Brandon call your next play. Contact Brandon Rhymes at 813-670-7372. That's 813-670-7372. Online at consumerqb.com. And join us next time for the Consumer Quarterback Show, weekday afternoons at 5 on AM 1380.
Are you a real estate agent looking to take your business to the next level and supercharge your marketing? Hi, I'm Brandon Rhymes, owner of Platinum MVP Realty and host of the Real Estate Quarterback Show, syndicated radio and TV show talk program on iHeartRadio, 102.5 The Bone, daily 5 o'clock drive time on 1380 The Biz, and our TV show is on WeBeam TV. We're looking for real estate agents that want to join our team and supercharge their marketing utilizing some of our innovative strategies. We utilize the Real Geeks platform, Facebook marketing, internet marketing, and a lot of the traditional methods as well. Postcard mailers mailed for you, postage, signage, business cards, all paid for by the company. Aggressive real estate splits and ways to help you win in any marketplace. We need you to go out, take applications, and work our plethora of leads that we're generating on a daily basis. Reach out by clicking the form below, and we'd love to have a confidential interview with you.